Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday Night Smackdown here on Non-Stop Wrestling. My name is beautiful Dave Easton and you're in for a cracking night. 3 nights from Unforgiven. We have an action-packed show ahead of us tonight. So let's get started with The Miz, our world champion, who is inside the ring. As you can see, the cage is surrounding him, and on Sunday night he will face Daniel Cage in the cage match. This has been brewing for a while. We found out on Raw this Monday that Daniel Cage has picked the cage match, and The Miz warning him that he is a better wrestler and man in the match. And he has said, remember, we've been told Daniel Cage is not here tonight. He has been told from his own good to not be here and to make sure everything goes well for Sunday night. And Miz saying he will walk away after climbing the cage with his title, and he is awesome. Well, let's see on that on Sunday, Miz. We will find out. But first of all, we have a Non-Stop Wrestling Championship qualifying match for the ladder match on Sunday night. It's Bray Wyatt versus Mike Dalton. This is our 4th qualifying match, the first on Smackdown, but the 4th overall. The winners will join Mark Russ, Chuck Taylor and Giant Limbo in the ladder match on Sunday night. Here is Bray Wyatt with one of the Wyatt family, Screwface, at his ring, with ringside with him. The Wyatt family, who beat our tag team champions last week on SmackDown. They beat the Spotlight and Edgar in a 6-man tag match. It was a really interesting matchup, to say the least. And the Wyatt family picked up the shock win, many people have said. And later on tonight, the other bit of the Wyatt family, the Fallen, defends the heavyweight title against Edgar. That is later on tonight. But for now, Bray Wyatt is in the ring. And here's Mike Dalton, colourful character. First time we've seen him back on SmackDown, and even on non-wrestling, non-stop wrestling TV since he lost to Ted DiBiase in the first week. Can he get his back? Can he get back on track here as he takes on Bray Wyatt? Comes in straight and hits the drop kick. Was really taken apart by Ted DiBiase in the first week, so we'll want to show he does belong here. Bray Wyatt just picks him up, drops him down for the powerbomb early on. Bray Wyatt showing his power. Must have been a huge boost for the Wyatt family last week after beating the tag champs and the debut in Edgar last week. Very, very entertaining 6-man tag team match. If you remember rightly, the Shield got involved after the match and beat up our tag team champions, who they will be facing on Sunday night. Dalton into the drop toe hold, trying to get the bigger man Wyatt off his feet. Drops him again for the drop toe hold. But Wyatt back with the big strikes. And then the neck breaker down to the canvas. Wyatt looking. What's he doing here? Going out the ring. Going to the announce table. Oh, here we go. Taking them down, but what's going to happen here? Strikes, and then he sort of paused and let Dalton back in. And a bulldog on the outside. Maybe this is what he needs, Dalton, to get the win. Picks him up, the referee is counting. Throws Bray Wyatt. Oh no, I thought he was going to get him. Both wrestlers going to get back inside the ring now. And then Dalton then hangs him up on the top. Wyatt feeling the effects. What do you do now? And the insecurity kicks him down. Dalton in control. Not many people would have expected this. As he takes Wyatt in to the barrier. Now punches. Knocks the big man down. Screwface yet to get involved in this match. You've always got to be careful of him at ringside. There he is, as you see, just trying to get involved, but Dalton manages to escape. As Wyatt tries to get Screwface's attention. There you go, that it is. Now he's throwing him back in the ring. Now Wyatt can capitalise. Oh, that looked very low. Now what's he going to do? Brings him inside. Wyatt feeling the effects. I think the insecurity and the bulldog on the outside drops the leg down across Dalton's leg, picks him up. But Dalton capitalises, throws him over. He's got him. He's got Wyatt where he wants him. What's he doing? He's waiting. Throws him over the top, and then down again to the floor. Throws Wyatt into the... Oh, but Wyatt comes back again now, and he's putting Dalton up. I think Dalton could be going through the table here. Sets him up. Down he goes. Surely that's the end for Dalton. Screwface, I don't know what Screwface is doing. He's sort of trying to grab him, but not doing very well. Now, no. Dalton escapes. Dalton brings him down. That's the move. Oh, what a shock out of nowhere. The Dalton Kushner. We've got 3. And we've never seen that. Dalton out of nowhere picks Wyatt up. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a shock winner here. Dalton picks up the win and becomes the 4th qualifier in the ladder match. There it is, the Dalton Kushner, he likes to call it. And gets the 3. Big win for Mike Dalton. And he, as I say, becomes the 4th qualifier into the ladder match for the Non-Stop Wrestling Championship at Unforgiven in 3 nights. Big win. And that will get his confidence back up after what happened against Ted DiBiase just a couple of weeks ago. Big favourite with the fans, and surely his confidence will go through the roof. Now looking forward to Sunday night. But oh, look at this, after the match, Screwface and the Fallen taking it out, making sure he knows what the Wyatt family are, and that beatdown is not good. As we go to the next match, it is a Giant Limbo versus Rom singles match on Smackdown coming up. Giant Limbo versus Rom should be a very interesting match. Giant Limbo comes to the ring. He won his qualifying match against Travis Soul on Raw and will now be a part of the ladder match to crown a first Non-Stop Wrestling champion at Unforgiven. With the pure size of this man, has to be to go in as one of the favourites. Just the power of this man more than anything else. But as you see, one of his rivals, Mark Russ, is in that match as well. They've had a couple of matches over the last few weeks. As here comes Rom. Rom was a part of the 4-man elimination US title match last week. Was eliminated second. Sorry, he was eliminated last. Sorry, I do apologise. He was eliminated last. Lost to Big E Langston. And now he's up against Giant Limbo this week on Thursday Night Smackdown here on Non-Stop Wrestling. Can Ron get back? Well, can get onto the winning trail. He's had a couple of setbacks in the first 2 weeks of Non-Stop Wrestling, but a big ask for him tonight. Giant Limbo is a big man. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at the size. I can't get over the size of this Giant Limbo. He is going to be some force to be reckoned with on Sunday night. Nearly as big as the ladder himself. Throws Rom about, just throwing him about with these and takes him down, spine buster. You can see the difference in the height of these two, just the build of this big Russian. Hammering down. Rom has got an awful big task ahead of him in this one. Pulling back. This is very, very painful manoeuvre. Oh my goodness! The referee's called for the bell and this one is over already. Limbo picks up the win. Well, that did not last long, did it? And that is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. This man has got to be a favourite on Sunday night in the ladder match. If he displays that power on Sunday, he is going to be, I think, our first Non-Stop Wrestling champion. Easy pick-up win for Giant Limbo over Rom. And it's back to the drawing board, I think, for Rom after that defeat. Look out for this man on Sunday night. Oh my god, is that Sydney? Sydney down at the back. Now this is another girl found out unconscious at the back. This is now what, the third woman? Something is very good. It's just strange with these women in the back. As we see a limo pill. Can only be one man. Ted DiBiase. With his son as well, who is in action next. It is DiBiase's qualifying match for the ladder match on Sunday night. DiBiase is in action as he takes on the superhero of Non-Stop Wrestling. He will be taking on the Hurricane. Look at that limo. Yeah, it is DiBiase versus the Hurricane. It is our 5th qualifying match for the ladder match on Sunday night. DiBiase versus the Hurricane, who will join Mark Russ, Chuck Taylor, Giant Limbo and Mike Dalton in the ladder match on Sunday night. Ted DiBiase has said that he is here to be a champion, and with his dad by his side, has really, well, he's beat everybody in front of him so far. Will he go one step closer to his dream tonight? I see a newfound swagger about this man since he's come here. I think he's really found his goal, focused on it, and as I say, win here, and he's that one step closer. But he's got a tough task ahead of him.
There's a hurricane coming through.
This man will not make it easy. The Hurricane has had success of his own over the last few weeks, especially after he won against Fandango and Raw. After a bit of a mismatch on the first Raw against Screwface, he has come back. But here we go, 5th qualifying match, 2nd of the Smackdown ones, as it's DiBiase versus Hurricane into the tie-up. As the Hurricane Not going to be an easy opponent for DiBiase. Hurricane Sane in the back today. He will hopefully get into the ladder match, shock a few people and becoming the first champion. Kicks to the knee and the go behind. Hurricane in control early on. The takedown working well, working the leg. Into the corner. And then the splash, Hurricane. You can see DiBiase Senior not happy on the outside. His boy is on the receiving end. Hurricane again on the outside. Table being dismantled here, the announce table getting dismantled. Hurricane, DiBiase, I don't know if he was torn in the referee had him distracted. Hurricane takes him up. Goes up top. DiBiase Senior is trying to get to him. Oh, look at that, he missed. He went for the big elbow. DiBiase moved out the way. And Hurricane crashed and burned through the announce table. As the Hurricane now in serious trouble. DiBiase, there's the slam onto the fallen bits of the announce table. Hurricane trying to get some offense back in, throws DiBiase in the ring. I'm a bit shocked. Hurricane has managed to get back into this. DiBiase now into the tie-up. Turns around, slam again into the floor. Drops the big elbow down. This is the beginning of the end. There it is. The submission locked in. I think this one is going to be over. Hurricane is struggling here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's the tap. And Ted DiBiase becomes our 5th qualifier for the ladder match on Sunday night. We now only wait for NXT and to see who will be the last man to qualify for the ladder match. But Ted DiBiase has won it. And an impressive win for DiBiase, but it all turned, I think, after Hurricane went for the big elbow drop through the announce table. DiBiase moved out the way, and DiBiase picks up the win. And now moves on to Sunday night, and the championship is just one match away now for Ted DiBiase. As that is the end of part 1 of Smackdown. Stay with us, we'll be straight back with part